With a new student, I always try and encourage them to accept that they're at the start of a learning curve. That's one of the biggest mistakes that people make. They think they have that knowledge at the very beginning, but they will have that knowledge by the time they come out. So I encourage them not to put too much pressure on themselves to perform too highly at the very beginning.
I did have reservations starting this course because it was an online course. Initially the online was a bit of a trick for me, and towards the end of it I really enjoyed the online study.
Starting a new course is always a little bit daunting, meeting new people, getting the gist of the classroom dynamics.
Peter started with a lot of anxiety. She questioned herself, but she got through the course with flying colours. She's one of our best students. She did excellent work, well into university work, and she should be very proud of herself, and we were proud of her.
Initially I found it a bit hard to get myself into a study routine because some people study during the day, some people study at night, but for me my routine was studying early of a morning.
He went from that dependent phase to the interdependent phase to the totally independent phase right towards the end. So Glenn's was a perfect example of natural growth through the whole learning process, and now he's come out of the end of it. He's now performing at that expected diploma level.
They were really good. They supported everybody as they needed to be supported, and were good about accommodating everybody because there was a huge range of ages and circumstances within our class groups.
A lot of them go, oh, I'm really worried about, what this course is, going to be hard. But after a couple of weeks they go, not so bad, and they can use a lot of their backgrounds and experience, and that's how we teach.
I work for Westside Community Services, and I learnt everything I needed to know basically to go into the industry and start working, and I got my job through placement.
I'd like to thank Chris Buckman for being a wonderful facilitator and giving us all of the support and knowledge that we needed to work and succeed in this industry.
It's great to see students come from questioning themselves and a lot of anxiety and go out and do jobs which are really great and meaningful in the general society.
One of the greatest joys I get is going back out into industry and seeing my students performing and using their qualifications in the industry to become a manager, operations manager, general manager. It pleases me no end to see my students evolve into something far greater than what they were when they started with me.
I'd recommend others to study at careers because of their locations that they have their campuses in, the experience of the trainers, the way that I was treated as a student coming in fresh and hadn't been an online student before. Even though I had that amount of experience in the transport industry, I still learnt so much.
Well, I found that if you're willing to make the best of all of the resources and support provided, then it's a pretty easy journey if you work hard.